How do I trade without sitting in front of the charts every day? All right, so this is my trading view. All right, so this strategy, I worked on it from last night with Grok. So I use Grok in the terminal. I gave it a prompt to say, hey, I need to create a good trading strategy that has minimum drawdown and using the two indicators on my chart. So I connect my trading view to my chart via something called a MCP that just lets AI can control my chart and look at my chart, see what's on it, etc. So right now, if I asked it, I say, hey, what's on my chart right now? It will literally go into my trading view and tell me what is on my chart, the symbol, the what's trading right now, the strategy. So see, as you can see, it's basically using the MCP, getting the indicators, looking exactly what's on my chart. So yeah, so this is how I trade. So basically what I told it to do is to help me to create a profitable strategy. And we were back and forth. The first few strategies were definitely losing strategies. And it went to get the Binance data and stuff like that. As you can see, it basically told me exactly what's on my chart. So here we go. BloFin, Solana, 1 hour time frame, all of that. And it basically is telling me the strategy that's on, the leverage 4%. And if we go back to the chart, there we go. As you can see, we're on the 1 hour time frame Solana, and the strategy that we have on the chart right now, risking 4% leverage and risking 1.3%. All right, so this is the strategy that we worked on. And basically, after trading from 2024 December to now, this did a total of 338 trades, 26% profitable. However, we have a total return of $987 on our $200 that we started with. Max drawdown is a bit high for me at 27.34%. So, but I'm comfortable with that. But let's say I adjusted this to remove the longs. Like, as you can see, it goes down to $92 right here. But however, the profit also goes down as well. But on this side, the profit factor goes up to 1.7. So if I remove longs, then it would be a more profitable trading strategy. But I'm okay with the longs being added because I'm comfortable with that drawdown, and I'll continue to work on it. This is just for demo purposes. All right. So now that we have our strategy, we need a broker. So the broker that I use is BloFin. I'll leave a link in the description for this as well. And then once you sign up, you'd go to futures here, trading bots, and you go to signal bot. Once you select signal bot, it will take you to the page right here, and you would see add a signal. So once you go ahead and click add a signal, you would name your bot. So let's call this test, and you don't need to add a description. You go next. All right. So now what you would do, you would copy. This is the webhook URL. That's basically how TradingView will talk to the broker. So when the strategy fires, then it will be executed on the broker's end. So we go here and we would go to the alerts tab right here, and we would select create a new alert, and then we normally ensure that the date is the furthest out that we can get. So right now it's October 19, so that's good. And then right here where it says webhook, you would click this, and right here is where you'd paste what we just copied, the webhook. All right, and you can also get email notifications as well. All right, and then right here where it says message, you would delete everything that's in here. You would name it, let's name it test, and then you'd go back to BloFin and you would copy the message thing right here, all right, with your token ID, your API keys and all that. So that will be blurred out. And then you go back to TradingView and you would paste that right here. right? So once you paste that, you click apply, and up here you need to make sure that it's on your strategy, because in this case I have two indicators here plus the price, but I have to make sure that it's on my UT bot strategy, as you can see. And then we would just click on create, and that would create the bot. So I already have the bot. So this is one that I've created that's here. That's actually active for this specific strategy. It's currently in a live trade now. As you can see, it entered on August 16. If I zoom in, right here. See, Sunday, August 16, 22. As you can see, it's currently in a trade. As you can see, there has been a big pump. So it's still in this trade, and my stop loss is a trailing stop. So if at any point it comes below this, it will close the trade and secure some profits for me. So that's good. So now that we've done that, we would go over to our broker, and we would click on complete right here. And then once you click on complete, you will be in this page, and you would click on create a bot. So once you click on create a bot, you would basically put the amount of the funds that you have in the account that you want to allocate to the bot, and then you would click on create bot, and that's it, because it would be activating via TradingView signal right here. Okay, once you create your BloFin account, you can buy USDT. You can start with at least little as $50, $20. It all depends. But if you start with a $50 account, you just risk like 2% per trade. So you'll be risking somewhere like $1 to $2 per trade. What that means is that if you lose a trade, you only lose $2. But if you win, you probably win $6, $8, $10, depending on your risk to reward ratio. All right. So that's how I would start. You don't need 10,000, you don't need 50,000 like some people do. You can start learning with as little as you're comfortable with. Just remember that the strategy is the key. So if you automate a shit strategy, then you will be automating losing money. So the strategy part of it is key. This is just one of many strategies I have. If you want the Pine script to this strategy, I can share it with you. Just leave a comment and I will copy the Pine script so you can just paste it in TradingView and you're good to go. All right. And that is how I automate my trading strategies. I'll go more in depth in the next video of how I create the strategy, record the back and forth with me and the AI for creating that. And so you will know how to create your own strategies as well. All right, so just let me know what you want to see in the next one. Links to everything I use is in the description. See you in the next video.